So rewind. We finish the movie. We rent out the big theater at Paramount to show it to the executives. We load the theater with as many friends as we can get to come and see this movie. Right. They saw public access, so they were like, oh, I don't know if I want to see Brian and Ken's next movie. I was like, okay, all right, just come and see if you like it. You know, we've shown it to like 6-10 people during the editing process. So here we are presenting our film to the executives. So it was funded by Polygram and Spelling. Spelling took international. Polygram took Benelux and all the English-speaking territories at the time. The Spelling guys, Mitch Horowitz, and was it Dennis Prignolato? They come out of the theater and they're like happy because they already sold all the territories. Oh. They were done. They had their money and they were just happy that we delivered the film that was in color.
Yeah, right.
In focus. Right?
In focus and in color. They were like, please. And then Russell Schwartz. And I don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago. But I do remember having my heart drop when one of the Polygram guys says, what do you guys want to do with it? And Brian looks at me, I look at him, and I'm like,
release it?
And that's what Brian said. In theaters.
Yeah.
Brian said, release it in theaters. They had no clue. Nobody
Really?
had a clue. So we were like,
well, why wouldn't they have a clue? I mean,
they're studio executives. I mean, I've been a studio executive, so like I know. You know, you're like trying to second guess an audience. You're not watching a movie for yourself. You're watching a movie for what you think people think.
I see. Okay.
You know, I've shown my film to studio executives before, and I always have the feeling like they're not watching it for them. They're watching it for
what's in it for me, right? Yeah.
Yeah, kind of for the audience.
I gotcha. So he said, Brian Singer said, we want to release it in theaters. And
he said, what do you want to do with it? Brian said, release it in theaters.
Crickets.
We didn't know. We didn't know what was going to happen. And we're loving the Spelling guys, but like the English distribution
right. The one you really care about, yeah.
I mean, they did 4 weddings and a funeral, I guess, before us. That was a big hit. And so here's the usual suspects, and they didn't quite understand. I don't think they understood what they actually bought. And we kind of panicked. And then we showed it to...
What, this is in late 94?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we showed it to Jeff Gilmore. Was that the guy's name?
Yeah.
He was the head of Sundance, and we had a relationship with him because we won.
Sure.
And they're like, do you want to be in competition? And we're like, no, we did that already. Why don't we do a big premiere or something there? And he's like, okay. And we had to screen it for him. So we rented like a little screening room on the Warner lot, showed it to him. And he's like, okay, you guys could come in. And then he gave us notes for the ending. And he cut some of my second unit stuff.
Oh,
and
wow.
He's like, tighten it up here, tighten it up here. He was right about all of his notes, and it was still a rough cut because... We're like, sure. And so we did it. We got in. And I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. At the end of our first screening, I'm getting chills even thinking about it. At the end of the first screening, and at Sundance, it was in one of the hotels where they convert the ballroom into a theater.
Yeah, not exactly.
The Yarrow.
Yeah.
And the light, the chandelier shadow was on the screen. It was so annoying.
Oh, wow.
But we got out of the theater, and it was like instant celebrity. And then Chris is like, they're like, the writing's amazing. This film is amazing. And Benicio's there, and the cast is there. Benicio goes to Chris and says, all glory is fleeting.
That's what he says?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Brilliant. Do you know what movie it's from?
No.
Patton.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, right. Because, the guy that stands behind the general, the conquering general, and telling him, yeah, exactly. Okay, yes.